First, Codonopsis, known as Dang Shun, or poor man's ginseng. For centuries, it was the herb ordinary families reached for when true ginseng was too expensive. Herbalists traditionally used its long, pale root in slow-simmered soups, believing it supported steady energy and stamina throughout the day. Unlike ginseng's sharp, stimulating reputation, Dang Shun was considered gentler, something you could take often, not just occasionally. Yet outside of Chinese grocery stores, almost no one in the West has heard its name. Next is Schisandra, literally, the five-flavor berry. Traditional texts describe it as tasting sour, bitter, sweet, pungent, and salty all at once, a rare quality believed to make it valuable for balancing the whole body rather than treating one single complaint. For generations, it was steeped into teas at the end of long working days. Modern Western herbalism has largely ignored it, even though a handful of niche wellness brands have quietly started importing it in recent years. Ling, or Poria, isn't a plant at all. It's a fungus that grows on the roots of pine trees. Harvesters would dig it up, slice it, and dry it into pale, dense chunks used in countless traditional formulas. It rarely appears alone. Instead, it was almost always blended into larger prescriptions, valued for its mild, neutral nature, the kind of ingredient that quietly supported a formula without overpowering it. That subtlety may be exactly why it never became a standalone star in the West. Astragalus, Huang Qi, has started to appear on a few Western shelves, but it remains largely unknown compared to its historical importance. In traditional practice, its papery yellow root slices were simmered into broths, especially during seasonal transitions. Ancient texts describe it as a protector herb, something taken not to treat an illness already present, but as part of everyday resilience. That preventative philosophy is quite different from how most Western herbal products are marketed today, which may explain why it never fully translated. Few herbs come with a legend quite like Shou Wu. Folklore tells of an elderly man named Shou Wu who discovered the root, consumed it regularly, and lived to an extraordinary old age with famously dark hair. Hence the name, which translates roughly to Mr. He's black hair. The root itself is dark, dense, and twisted, and traditional preparation required repeated steaming and drying, a labor-intensive process almost never replicated outside specialized practitioners. That complexity is likely one reason it stayed a regional secret. Rehmannia appears in two very different forms, fresh and raw, or steamed repeatedly with wine until it turns nearly black and sticky sweet. Traditional practitioners treated these as two entirely separate herbs with different roles, despite coming from the same plant. This idea, that processing itself transforms an herb's character and use, is a distinctly Chinese medical concept, and one that doesn't map neatly onto Western herbalism, where a plant is usually just a plant. Bai Zhu, or Atractylodes, rarely gets attention on its own, yet it appears in some of the most frequently prescribed classical formulas in Chinese medical history. Its thick, pale rhizome was dried and sliced, then combined with other roots in careful ratios passed down through generations of practitioners. It's a reminder that traditional Chinese herbalism was rarely about single superfood plants. It was about combinations, proportions, and formulas refined over centuries. That systems-based approach doesn't translate easily into a single bottle on a store shelf. Our final herb isn't a root or a fungus, but an orchid. Dendrobium, Shi Hu, grows on rocks and trees in southern China's humid forests, and because of that, it was historically difficult and expensive to harvest. It became associated with restoration after depletion, something reached for during recovery periods. Its rarity meant it rarely left China at all, let alone made its way into Western herbal traditions, which is part of why so few people outside East Asia have ever heard its name. 8 herbs, thousands of years of use, and yet, almost entirely unknown outside the tradition that created them. It's worth remembering that traditional Chinese medicine developed as an entire philosophical system, one built on balance, formulas, and processing techniques that don't always translate into a single pill or powder. As interest in traditional and plant-based practices grows worldwide, herbs like these are slowly being rediscovered by researchers and herbalists alike. This video is for educational and historical interest only. It isn't medical advice, and none of these herbs should be used to diagnose, treat, or replace guidance from a qualified healthcare provider. If you'd like to see a deeper dive into any of these herbs, how they were traditionally prepared, or the classical formulas they appeared in, let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey into the forgotten apothecary, consider subscribing for more.